Hana dolaset net tasa yosa iso. Yobo. Hana dolaset net tasa ilbyang. That's 5. Count to 5 in Korean. Hongomalo chokum. I speak a little Korean. I go dega hyung nim dega tong sang.
That was harder than the J. Cole diss.
I know.
Well, he spoke. Leave him alone. He's feeling himself, son.
Bro, he saw he was on the
So should I apologize for my Corey Holcomb beef?
Yes.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that.
Do that. Go ahead.
Fuck it. Nah.
No.
Start off with that.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome friend of the show, Donnell Rawlings.
Hey.
First, I want to take this opportunity to apologize because I know some people that think that O.J. Simpson was guilty, but we know the verdict. No, I'm joking.
Oh my God.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Ooh. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for me. Yeah, it's a new dawn. It's a new day. Ooh, and I'm feeling good.
If anyone's still listening.
No, don't disrespect me like that, son. You want to battle? You don't want this beef, son. Okay, I'm sorry for beefing with you. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Was that OJ? Now the apology is almost immediate.
Yeah, you got to do it. I ain't apologize for nothing. I'm not apologizing for anything I did in my life. If I did it, I did it.
There it is.
Same thing.
Take ownership.
Shout out to Diddy.
You want to shout out right now.
No, that did it. Oh, he needs help right now.
Oh my God.
He needs
Who
some
doesn't?
attention. Yeah.
Say it. Go ahead.
No. I'm rich, bitch. Yeah. All right. You just got to throw that joint in anyway.
Outside of work, man, just how are you, man? How is life? I feel like you've been doing a lot of personal work and personal growth.
Life is good for me. You know, like it wasn't. I've been doing it over 30 years, and it wasn't like till like a couple of weeks ago. I said I made it.
Oh damn!
And the reason I say I made it, like it's not like a level of money, but I just feel like from where I'm from. And to be able to maintain this business as long as I have and create a good lifestyle for myself off of my God-given talent. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any bosses. You know what I'm saying? I choose to work when I want to work. And I just made it in the sense of, you know, this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's in another TV show, whether I'm in another movie or any of that, I'm able to sustain a lifestyle for me, my family, provide a good life for my friends, and it's all off of telling jokes. I was in my crib the other day, and I'm looking in the backyard and everything, and I'm like, jokes. This is jokes. Keenan Wayne, I saw him do, and you probably never going to see him do stand-up. Every once in a while, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, he was at the Improv in Hollywood, and he said his kids don't understand what he do or anything. He said my kids don't think I'm funny. He said, and I'm sitting in a 20,000 square foot mansion in Hollywood with like 10-car garage. I'm looking around at the high ceilings and I'm saying, not even a little bit?
Yeah.
Daddy's not even a little bit of funny, but, you know, things are going good for me. You know, I'm at peace with myself. You know, in life, we always going to have some struggles or things that kind of like knock you down for a second, but I've been able to deal with anything that come my way, maintain consistency with this, and still be able to give people the best show I can give. All the other stuff don't even matter.
Your son is young, but I feel like he's old enough to kind of comprehend like what's going on and who dad is. Like, does he get it? Does he ask you questions about it? Like, why are all these cameras always going on?
The crazy thing about it, the dude is so awesome, man. Like, he talks about entertainment, right? But he's not obsessed with it. He's not obsessed with fame or anything like that. I remember one time I said, Austin, what do you want to do? And he said, I want to be in entertainment. And, you know, as a dad, you'll get excited, like, yeah, you want to follow in daddy's footsteps. But then I'm thinking about, you know, the stories that Cat Williams have about the industry. You know? I'm thinking about all the stuff, and I'm like, do I want him to do this? Mm-hmm. But I'm honest with him. I said, well, I understand that. I said, but you do know that this is not an easy business. I told him, I said, you know, it's going to be a lot of negativity. It's going to be a lot of people that don't believe in you. It's going to be a lot of negative stuff. I said, and you have to be strong enough, because he gets upset about simple stuff. I said, if you have that attitude, don't even think about this. And I was like, maybe not a comedian. Maybe you be a funny doctor. Maybe you be a funny lawyer. So I'm like, he going to have to be funny something. I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care what it is, a funny astronaut, whatever. You're like, yo, so we're going to the moon. Right? And I said that to kind of discourage him. I was like, so you sure? Why do you want to do this? He said, Daddy, because you inspire me.
Oh, wow.
You know? And I appreciated about his personality. And then he has a cousin that's really wants to be famous, right? His cousin is like, he wants the pictures and everything. And then we were together one time, his little cousin and my uncle, and his cousin told his dad, he said, we're more famous than you, right? And then my son looked at me and I was like, oh, is he going to be on that fame kick? And my son said, I don't want to be famous, Daddy. I just want to be happy.
Ooh.
Then he asked me for $100 right after that too.
Oh,
so he's a con artist too. He's a con,
100 will make me happy.
Yeah, but I think that he doesn't have a problem going on stage right now. I think he would be a natural, but I don't think he looks at himself like, I want to be just like Dad.
Yeah.
And even when he at a young age, he wants to do things himself, because I found out he had a YouTube page.
Your son does?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. And I was like, why didn't you tell Daddy he had a YouTube page? He was like, oh, I don't want them problems, Daddy. And the point he was making was that whoever follows whoever, he don't want it to be because Daddy said follow my son. He wanted to be because this is what I did.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And he did it himself. That dude is like, he's a way ahead of himself.
How old is he now?
He's 8.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
but I mean, I'm telling the conversations, he talked like he's like 17 or 18 years old. The understanding, the way he puts things in context, the way he looks at life or whatever, he's an amazing kid.
Break down the Eclipse experience that you just had. You were in Yellow Springs with Dave and everybody. I saw the picture. I was like, that was like the most star-studded fucking.
I mean, it was
Eclipse.
crazy, but I know. I mean, the street side of me, I was like, it just got dark. We can rob everybody out here now. Right? I was like, we got 3 minutes. We got 3 minutes.
You guys were in Yellow Springs. I mean, were you in the line of everything? Like
we was there.
Blacking
You've
out?
been there too. We were at in the cornfields, like where we used to do the shows.
Oh, damn. Okay.
We was there, but it was like, you know. The fact that I saw so many black people getting excited about this, because we don't really care about this, like clips.
I didn't care, but I feel like I was the only one that didn't care, and everyone I
didn't care. But then when you got Bert Kreischer in the back, like, oh my God, this is really happening. I'm like, can you shut up doing the Eclipse? I feel like you're just deceived, because like it just like the idea of how long it's going to take for it to happen again. And it was just so weird because you're waiting for it, right? Because we had a couple drinks, so it was like, y'all better hurry up or I'm going to be asleep on this Eclipse, right? But just to see it go through that and then go to that darkness and to actually see, like we were like, I think that they said that was one of the best places to watch it.
Oh, wow.
It was something that you'll remember forever. And then you also remember the people that you experienced it with.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that my baby mama wasn't there, because she would have hated it. She would have hated it on me. And man, wow, you all here? I see you out here. Who is this Eclipse bitch? I mean, like, yeah, okay. Like she thinks it's a stripper name or something like that. But
that would be a good stripper name.
It was Eclipse. That's right. Welcome to the stage. There's always that same voice. That's right. We want to welcome Roxy to the center stage.
She gonna change on your ass.
That's the same voice on everything. But it was a dope experience, and it was an experience that I could share with my son, and I know that I was a part of that.
This is a random question, but I'm just curious. For people that don't know, so you guys do a ton of stuff in Yellow Springs, Ohio. Yeah. This is almost like the base for Chappelle, basically, right?
Yeah.
So Chappelle has this shack, in a sense. What's the actual term? What do you guys call this?
Shack.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
There's this shack that you would, if you're just driving by, you would never know the greatness and what goes on in here.
Yeah.
And I was lucky enough to experience this a couple times. What was it specifically? What is the history behind this shack? And why did Dave choose this as his place to bring the biggest names in comedy?
Because he's tired of people coming to his house.
But it's such a just
it was like
small
that
random location.
It's like, it's it looks like it's very speak easy vibe, if you want to say.
Sure.
From an outsider, you'd be like, this, somebody got some tires and some tools. But it's just like when you go inside, it's not a big place or anything, but it's just like when you go in there and you see the pictures and you see the history and you see the people that have been there, it's very, 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 it's going to be a part of like the culture.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's a very, very private thing. Like, you know, us talking about it, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but it's just this
I can
thing.
cut this out, but
it's just no, keep it, it's okay. But it was just like he created that space just to have a place to entertain his friends, and then he's such a powerful player in the business. Of course, everybody come to town, they want to go see it. It's just a hangout spot, but the history in there, man,
it's like a museum.
And no one can just show up, right?
No, you can't just show up.
So it's like kind of like a Diddy thing.
No. I don't know where you going with that, son. I've been to a Diddy party, the day party. I went to the day party.
Oh, damn.
They were serving mimosas when I went there. I don't know what they do after 3 o'clock in the morning, but I came to the I was at the no Diddy part of the no Diddy. I was at the no Diddy part of the Diddy party. But it's just one of those spots, man, that just like, it's just a chill spot. He's been in that community for probably like 30 years. you know, but like you being a part of it, it's kind of hard to describe unless you're in the moment. You know what I'm saying? And you've experienced that. I've experienced it. He's since opened up a comedy club there now. I think that's going to be the alternate to what he used to do at the Shack.
Oh, crazy!
But it's a good time. It's a good time. It's a good time, and I really enjoy it. I bought a place there. I fell in love with it so much. I bought a spot there.
Bro, the people are so nice and just humble and welcoming. I still have people I talk to from the last camp that we went to out there. Like literally on Instagram, still we chop it up every other day. Or they're
but I created that environment too.
I mean, you brought them
You know
all
what I'm
together.
saying? Like Donnell Land.
You did bring
Speaking
everybody
of which, I have
together.
something I do in Ohio. This is going to be the 4th year. When we were doing those shows, and you came out for the shows, and you came out you came out for both things, the experience of the shows in Donnell Land. But what it was when we were doing the summer camp with Dave, we used to do like outside events because people were in town, didn't know what to do. So I fell in love with kayaking and canoeing, right? So I started that. Then I started organizing kickball games, barbecues, just this a way to get people together. So after he stopped doing the summer shows, or it wasn't consistent, it was like just a couple of days, I became somewhat of the camp counselor. I called myself the River Ninja. I fell out of love with Hollywood. I said, I'm going from the streets to the creeks, from the hoods to the woods, from whores to oars, from Adidas to Tivas. I said, let me do the fun part, the activity part. So I created something called Donnell Land. This is our 4th year doing it. And I'm telling you, when I first started it, it was all about, we partying. But then I realized the connection that I had. I was like, I got this older generation that like to do things. I got the younger generation. So for me, Donnell Land is the bridging the gap between the older generation, younger generation to create everlasting memories.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And every year that I've done it, it's gotten bigger. Like on Friday, we do comedy shows. This year it'll be at Friday and Saturday. Memorial Day weekend, it'll be at Wiley's Comedy Clubs. Tickets are available for that now. Saturday, and you was a part of the streets, right?
Yeah.
And we whooped y'all butt too.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. I thought you was going to lie, son.
No, I'm not going to lie. But,
he remembers.
But you can't lie either. You kicked and hurt yourself. You were the first kicker and you did hurt
I don't
yourself.
know. Hey, I did pop something the first drive. I went from player to coach in one kick. And I was like, you got to stretch, Donnell, stretch it. No homo, no pause, no deal. Whatever you got to do. But we do that. We've added, we do like a nature hike now. We do that meditating sound bath. We have the kickball, celebrity kickball game, Streets versus Creeks, of which the Creeks are 2-1. You were a part of that demise of that team. Then on Sunday, we do what we call the Sunday Fun Day. And that's like a carnival type vibe. We do the cotton candy. We do like small rides. We do the sack racing, all that country stuff. And then on Monday, which is, the big part of it, we do the river run at Birch Bark Livery. And that's like the last 3 years we sold that out. It's an opportunity. We go on a river for the black people. You don't have to know how to swim because the water's not that deep. If you fall over, just stand up and you'll live. You'll be good. But this is the 4th annual Donnell Land. If you go to DonnellRawlings.com, you can get information on that. It's getting bigger every year, and it's something that I enjoy. And like the third installment of it, I realized it was people that was coming that didn't know how family oriented it was. They was like, I'm going to get a babysitter for my kids. And they came and they saw the kids having fun. It was like, oh man, I got to go get my kid and come bring them back. But that is something that I'm super excited about. For me, it's not like people like this, how much money is making off that? Every year I've took an L on it. Eventually it'll turn around when I can get sponsors involved with it right now. But for me, more importantly than anything, it's just important for me to create these memories. And like when I hear the kids' parents call me talk about, well, Evan just asked me, are we going to Donnell Land now?
That's crazy.
So it's something dope. I'm going to continue to do it as long as people are supportive of it. But I'm excited about that. That's like one of the biggest things that I do in Yellow Springs, Ohio every year.
It's really cool. I mean, for people not even in Yellow Springs, if they want to come out and experience it, I mean, they're more than welcome, right?
And 100%. Go to the website, DonnellRawlings.com. It'll give you the itinerary. But like you said, and you're a celebrity and you've been around, you've been to parties and everything, but what we create out there is so special. You feel like everybody is down to earth. And I think that Dave has done a good job in that community, as much as biggest celebrity he is in town, to make you feel as normal as possible. And I've so many people. I have people from some of my friends from Amsterdam that come, that come from all across the country that said, man, it was the most relaxing, just a chill vibe, man. And that's what we here to do.
That's so crazy. I remember at the kickball tournament, we're about to play, and then out of nowhere, Dave shows up, and I was like, oh, damn, he's just chilling. And literally, like, just random people walking by, like, hey, Dave. And he's like, hey, Barbara. Everyone's just kicking it. It doesn't feel celebrity at all. It just feels welcoming. And like you said, the families definitely bring the kids out, and it's just a fun weekend experience.
You coming this year?
I am.
Who's the biggest celebrity you ever had there? Like, besides Dave?
Oh, we've had Chris Rock has been there. Kevin Hart has been there.
Dang.
I mean, not just at this event, but just Yellow Springs. Like, Dave just opened up this comedy club called the Firehouse, and it's only been open for like 3 months. Travis Scott has been there. Killer Mike has been there. Mary J. Blige. It's just so random to be able to be in this small town. Guess what I saw here? Bill Burr was just here. You know what I mean? But I would just say it's a small town vibe. And one of my neighbors said the best thing about the dopest thing about living in Yellow Springs, if you can afford to travel and leave.
Yeah.
Because a small town thing would get to you after a while. But for me, it's always a place to relax or whatever, because my life is so chaotic and I'm on the road so much. I like, coming home, driving down a country road. You know what I'm saying? Looking at my GPS and it says 10 miles and it takes me 8 miles to get there. In LA, it say 10 miles. You're like, I'm going to be in traffic for an hour and a half. Mm-hmm. I like the fact of things closed at 9 o'clock. It's just, for me, that's just like my peace and my calm.
So listen, man, DonnellRawlings.com if you want more info on Donnell Land. It's going to be crazy.
If you saw my Netflix special, a lot of times when a guy just does a special, people are like, oh, I don't want to go to his show because I just saw his show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I did my special about a month, maybe tops a month and a half ago. I did a show last week. Somebody said, man, watch your special. And you did not repeat one joke from that special.
That's dope.
I mean, like, when I did that special, I was at the best vibe and I was on in that moment. But if you want to see a comic, the best time to see them is before they do a special and after they do the special. And I can say this, and people that have been following me for years, it's always going to be something different. I'm excited about getting back on the grind. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm one of the top comics in the country. I'm not going to say top actor. I'm not going to say top podcaster, but when it comes pound for pound on stage, and this is with me working with some of the biggest names. You were out there. You saw big names out there. You saw what I still wreck shop. So if you coming out and you want to see Donnell Rawlings in his purest, his rarest form, the thing that I really, really enjoy doing that nobody can take away from me, come to my show. It was encouraged by a beef that I had on the internet. And this tour is called the Black and Mild Tour. I'm black, and guess what? I'm mild. I'm too old to care about hot sauce.
When I was 18,
that's with my indigestion. I'm not doing that.
When I was 18, I was smoking hella Black and Milds, the wine ones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I never gonna have. But this is like, I like this. Hey, I'm black. I'm black enough, hot, but I'll take that title of being mild. But I'm telling you, this is the show is going to be awesome. I'm excited where I am, and I like even before my special came out, I knew that I was like I had to get back in the back cave because when it drops, you don't want to do those jokes. So I've been preparing for the aftermath of the special, and people. It's so funny because I've done some shows. People are like, I love this show better than the special. And I'm like, of course you do, because I'm a comedy that always evolves. I'm always going to get better. So if you saw me rip the special, knowing what my work ethics are, and now I've learned so much from doing that special, like we did it twice. The Dave didn't like what we did, so we had to do it again.
Yeah.
If you saw that, just imagine seeing a guy perform that for the last 30-some years, every year he gets better. Every time I get off that stage, I've learned something different, and it's going to be stronger. Like, I'm going to continue to be a work in progress. I'm never going to be like, I got this joke, I'm stuck with this. I'm like, yeah, I got that joke, I can add this to it. That's why some jokes, I got to leave them alone, because I'll just keep building on them, and then I'll never know when to let it go.
It's like when an artist has a song and they just keep adding it. They can never complete it. It's like, bro, at some point you just gotta
dump it. And that's what the beauty of being able to be in a situation where you can get a special. That's the ultimate dump. But I had a special maybe like 10 or 11 years ago, and I haven't had one since. And I'm a road comic that believes in changing. I switch my set probably twice a year, where it's totally different. It's not the people saying that. I got old jokes that are new to people. But now, because of what I had to go to get that special where I wanted it, now I see. The first time I did it, Dave canned it. He said that he didn't want to put it out, which I thought was insulting, because that's like saying it wasn't funny. Then I asked him, I said, how did I get a standing ovation? How did people get so excited and we get to that? You don't want to put it out. He said, Donnell, you one of the funniest comics that I know. But he said, I put you in front of any audience, you'll rip it. He said, but that doesn't make it a great special. He said, your special is one of the most anticipated under the umbrella of the home team because of your connection with the Chappelle Show. He said, so we do it, we got to get it right.
What was it that made him feel like that wasn't it?
I'll tell you, he said, Donnell, first off, it was at the heel of COVID. So it was people in the audience with masks on. And he was like, you did a lot of COVID jokes. I was in the moment. That was going on in life. And that would have dated it.
Yeah.
Like if you watch my special, the only thing that it related to a time was the Alabama brawl joke. Every other joke, you could listen to that special 5 years before, it would be funny.
Yeah.
Talking about mental health, talking about co-parenting, all of those subjects are things that 5 years before, 5 years later, 10 years from now, you could put my special, It's a New Day on, and it's still gonna be funny. That's what we was going to. He said, too much COVID jokes. He said, Donnell, I've seen you do those jokes better. I was like, I've seen you do jokes better than you did on special. But the thing was,
Oh my God.
and not to be insulting,
No, yeah.
but the thing that first off,
It's a passion project, though,
It's
so
a
I
passion.
understand why you would be defensive.
yeah, and he stuck to it, and I listened to him. But like, even with that, I was handicapped on that first one because first off, there wasn't too many comedy clubs open for me to run my set. Like it's a difference between I would do like the little bit of clubs that was open, whatever. I couldn't go into a club where every comedian in Hollywood wanted to do time and do 50 minutes. So what I had to do was I was piecing it together. You know what I'm saying? I would do one set for 15. I'd do another set for 15. And do another set for 15, right? And then I would be like this, all right, they not in order. I don't got the rhythm of it. And I'm like this, I'm going to sew it together. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, okay, I'll take that 15. And I used to tell when I got the light, I said, give me. And once it started opening up, when I got a chance to do an hour, I would tell them to give me a 14-minute light just so I could get some my time. So I'd never had too many opportunities to run the set in its entirety. So I was piecing it together. Like I never had the reps. Like I do 5 or 6 shows a weekend and I might do that for 2 months in a row. I didn't have that. It was just like, all right, we're going to do it. So the criticism that he gave me, I took it. Like I took it on the chin, right? I was like, all right.
No Diddy.
No Diddy.
No OJ.
What do you call nuts? What do you call nuts on the wall? Walnuts. What do you call nuts on your chin? A dick in your mouth.
Oh my God.
That reminded me.
You're telling me that didn't make it?
I'm not going to make it that bad. That's why I went to the country. No fellatio. No fellatio. I don't want the part. But I listened to him, right? That was the first time. Then maybe 8-9 months after that, we were in Napa Valley, California. Dave records all his shows. So he looks at the producer. He says, how many cameras do we have tonight? She said 5. He looks at me and he says, Donnell, do you want to shoot your special? I said, when? He said, tomorrow.
Oh, damn.
Oh damn.
That's the hell I said, right? And I said, all right, you got to get a top for that super. Let's do it. I was excited because it wasn't like, oh, Donnell shoot a Netflix special. It was just like nobody was knew what we were going to do. But me and the other person that was in the room and Dave. We did that one. He watched it. He said, I want to do it again. Why? I didn't like the production. I'm like, you the producer, dude. Right? But he's so anal. He's like, never slack on production. And because it was like small things that we could have fixed in post. We could have cut away from somebody walking in front of the camera and all that. But that was the second time. Squashed it. Third time, I had already got the check. So I was like, man, take your time. Y'all ain't getting the money back.
Yeah, hell no.
And it was probably one of the biggest one-time checks I've ever had in my life. But I was like, and at that point, I was like, you know what, Donnell, guess what? They gave you this boatload of money, and it might never come out. So where's your career going to be with that said? And I said, I was already popping. I already had the momentum. My ticket sales were already doing better. People was like, and this is not because of a one-shot deal on Netflix. This is because of years and years of going to the comedy club. I've been on the grind for a long time. So I was like, you know what? Having a special would give a platform to introduce my comedy to people. I don't do a lot of stand-up on TV. I knew that was an opportunity. I was like, just take it at that. If they just want to give me money and never do it, that's cool. Then I kind of lost, I was like, it was whatever. And then I was doing a New York Comedy Festival. I had a venue. It was a nice venue. I said, Dave, let's shoot this then. We came in, we did it, and I think I made a classic special.
And that's the one that you can watch.
Yeah, Netflix. Netflix. It's a new day. The thing that I really enjoy about that special, I'm like, if people thought that was dope, man, I'm telling you, the next go around, it's going to be night. It's going to be night. And it starts this weekend. And anytime you see me perform, whether someone gives me another special opportunity again, you're just going to see one of the dopest stand-ups going up there and giving you as if he's getting ready for a special. I got into it because I wanted to be good. I never thought about the fame. I never thought about the potential of the money. And that's what makes different from a lot of people. They going to, I never thought, when I'm going to get an opportunity, I'm going to go to Hollywood. It just happened. I was supposed to be a police officer.
That's crazy.
Because I was a military.
For those that don't know, you're a veteran.
Yeah. I was supposed to be that. And out of nowhere, I started going to this comedy club as a heckler. And that turned into me doing it, being challenged, me doing it. But I never wanted to be famous. I never wanted to be rich. The first thing I cared about, and this was the first couple of years of I just man, I ain't tripping off of that. If I'm good, I just want to be good. But guess what? The result of being good, the result of having work ethics, it turns into the fame and the fortune. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't connect with the fame. I like the money. And I'm it's so crazy because my friends tell me every so often, you're Donnell Rawlings. I'm like, I am? You know what I mean? I don't connect with that. The only time I'm abusive with my name, whatever, if I'm at an amusement park or something and I want to cut line for my kid.
Oh, you use it?
For an easy pass, I'm like this, I rich, bitch. For an easy pass, I'm like, don't you know who I am? So
you saw Soul?
Yeah.
You saw Spider-Man?
So that's the only time. But other than that, I think I'm probably one of the most approachable, humble dudes in the business because there's no sense of being no asshole to anybody.
Are you guys in charge of your openers, or how does that work?
Yeah.
Because what if that person bombs it? You know what I mean?
They just that's their career. You know what I'm saying? I did something, and I give.
It's supposed to warm it up.
But I'm telling you, I do travel with my openers, but I also if there's a local guy that's hot or whatever. Or even if the club, they don't do it too much. If they suggest, hey, we got this guy, always put somebody on that's local. Because I remember when I started, we used to hate when we got our own openers because it was just young comics they want to get. I always give people. I've been to radio stations where it's somebody that thought about doing stand up. Hey, I'm gonna get. I was like, you want 5 minutes? Oh, when tonight?
Oh, you put them on.
I put
wow.
Yeah, I don't have no problem with that at all. And it's so funny because I've heard people I don't want to let you down. I hope you. I was like, why are you worried about me? It ain't my career, it's yours. And there's nothing you can do that's going to hurt my show. You can go up in front of me and get a standing O. I'm still going to crush.
I was going to say, have you ever had an opener that killed it so hard you're like, holy
You're like, oh, damn, I got to follow
I'll tell you who my opener was like that. Bill Burr.
Oh, really?
When we was doing the Chappelle show, we weren't really making a lot of money on that show, right? But we were getting popular. You know what I mean? Charlie Murphy was one of the biggest draws in stand-up comedy at the time, and he wasn't even doing stand-up.
Dang.
Bill Burr was a comic that was on his way to where he is right now, and I came up with the idea to do the I'm Rich Bitch tour, right? And with that said, me and Charlie could have handled that show ourselves because nobody was buying a ticket to see Bill Burr at the time. Look at how times changed.
Yeah.
But when I did this tour, I said I wanted to I put Bill Burr on the tour because I knew the credibility and how dope. I was I wanted a good show. I could have cheated people and got anybody that even was on screen for a minute to do 20 minutes. But going to your question of anybody, I worked with Bill for a year, right? And I don't want to say he was my opener. He was the feature act on the show.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be Charlie host, Bill Burr. And for a year, I had to come behind Bill Burr every night for a year. I had no days off. And if there was any day that I was hungover, wasn't bringing it right, whatever, those comment cards were going to come back. Yeah, we came to see Donnell, but that white boy, they should have made him go last.
Oh, damn.
But we didn't have too many of those. I had some nights like that. But I've always accepted that.
You didn't go backstage and tell them, hey, yo, you need to tone it down.
Stop being so fucking funny.
No, I never do that. I never do that. And that's one thing that I respect about Dave, me being on tour. He's told me straight up, I feel the difference when I work with you.
Oh, that's awesome.
You make anybody that work with me, you're not gonna phone it in after I go in. But I came up like that. It wasn't trying to be disrespectful, but you was trying to knock the next person out the box. It's just healthy competition. Either you ready for it or you not. I just did a show in in Ohio. Bill Burr did Dave's Club, right? And I went on before Bill. And Bill was like, you know what you was doing. Didn't you end it with so-and-so? I was like, yeah, I knew you know what I was doing. I was doing what I've been doing for years. I'm going to crush.
Have you ever bombed a show?
Not too often. And even I notice people gonna be like, yeah, but see, when you say that word, that's the N word for comedians.
Oh my gosh! Oh my god!
I was like, what you trying to say? I didn't bomb. I don't know what you talking about. Bomb? I haven't bombed, but I had shows that weren't as good as the other shows. I remember years ago I was dating this girl, and I was like, I knew this wasn't gonna last because I was really new to comedy, maybe like 2 years in. And we went out, and my date was going to comedy clubs. So we went to a comedy club one time, and the crowd wasn't really with me. You can call that whatever you want to call it. They weren't as supportive. They weren't as engaging.
Don't say the N-word again, sorry.
Yeah, don't ever say that. The B word. And I'm like this, whoa. I didn't even want to look this girl in the eyes, right? But I was like this, I'm about to tear that thing up tonight. I got to make up for this, right? So I did, and she was leaving. She was like, you bombed. I was like, I don't bomb. I might have shows aren't as good as other ones, but I don't bomb, right? Come on, we went to another spot. I took an L on the next spot. I was like, damn, this bitch bad luck. Right? I took 2 B words right in a row. But when it happens, usually, if I take a hit, it's usually something, this was earlier in my career, it would be something like the mic is not working. They have a situation, because I started in like, on a chitlin circuit. It wasn't comedy club. It was just like a bar. They put a fake stage right there, a BS light or whatever. They didn't give the comedian opportunity to win. You know what I'm saying? It'll be something like they couldn't see me. You need everything to help you. Or they couldn't hear me. It'll be something like that. It was a real crazy crowd. Like it would those things. But I think I'm naturally funny. Like I might not have said it was all right, but bombing is it's an ugly word.
That's bad. I didn't want to bring up another comedy club while the stand-up live people were here, but while they stepped out real quick, just out of curiosity, have you performed at Joe Rogan's spot, the Mothership?
Oh yeah, I loved
Austin?
it.
Because he hits the whole Mitzi's bar area to like pay homage to. No, we were in Austin last time and everything was sold out, and I was like, shit, I wanted to check it out. I will. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, not to use my power.
You didn't call you outside?
No, that's light work. So if you haven't been in there, next time let me know.
I will.
But it really, this is what I was saying, and I've said this before, that the idea of Hollywood is kind of faded because Joe Rogan is a perfect example of taking Hollywood wherever you want. When you go in that club, you can 100% tell it's inspired by the Comedy Store.
That's so dope.
It's the same vibe. The thing that he cares about, like things that he put the interest in, like the making the green room a good vibe. The fact that it's not just, a person can put a club anywhere, but can you bring a comedy culture to a town? And his influence is so strong. He brought guys like Tony Hinchcliffe, like David Lucas, these guys that were doing well in LA. They say, let's do our own thing there. And the club is dope. Like you can tell how dope a club. If they running 7 nights a week.
That's crazy.
Dang.
Shit.
Every show, it's a good time. I just did this podcast about a week ago, and I talked about that. Appreciate what he's done for comedy. That club is dope, and it's going to be around forever.
Yeah, I want to check it out.
Oh, you got to. But real talk. The next time you go, give me a heads up, and I make sure everything is smooth. Whenever I hear you, I say that's my guy.
I love that.
I don't know. You want to be honest? I say that's my N-word. Which is deeper than being a guy. I'm like, I told you.
In the back with the biggest smile. I was like,
yeah. But then they be like, you don't know. I'm like, you got to clap your hand, pull up. He was on the streets. We kicked his ass in kickball or whatever.
They did.
So Tino's got the pass then.
Yeah, he got the pass. He got the pass.
You have to be called.
He's like, Donnell, give me the pass.
All right, so listen, man. Donnell Land is coming up in May.
Memorial Day weekend.
Awesome.
Go to Donnell Land. Go to DonnellRawlings.com. We're going to have it here. Friday and Saturday, comedy shows at Wiley. Saturday, celebrity kickball games. Sunday fun day. And Monday is the big day. Monday is a river run at Birch Bark Cannery. Shout out to Ted and everybody that made that happen. Take me to the river. I want to go.
Is that the song you guys sing when you guys are doing it?
Take me to the river.
Bro, it's always good to see you.
Been traveling these wide roads for so long.
Thank you for the time.
My heart. You trying to get me out of here?
No, I'm giving you praise while you sing.
All right, no problem.
Donnell, thank you, bro.
Thank you for having me.